G'day, Simon and James. Welcome to Southwest Here Cars and Coffee. Windy day, but a ton of cars and some really special stuff. What are you seeing,
Good
James?
stuff. Yeah, we have a really nice Diabolo that just rolled in.
Yeah.
We have a Mark II Ford GT. Just about every kind of McLaren and Porsche you could possibly want to see. We have a really nice YSAC 3RS that rolled in. Just a really good mix of everything. What are you seeing?
Yeah, there's some classics as well. I've been told I've got to go and look at a potential car of the week. I won't give away what that is. We'll go and have a look at that in a moment. Hey, don't forget, if you're coming to Southwest Here Cars and Coffee, remember, please respect our rules. No speeding, no riffing, no burnouts. That includes on the streets of San Clemente and getting on and off those freeways. All right, mate, time to see you. Let's go for check some stuff out.
Let's do it. Starting off, the exotics are strong with two very cool cars, but I don't know which one I'm more excited to see. Starting off with the beautiful Ford GT belonging to the guys from Blazing Rods. They have an incredible collection, have come out a number of times. I love the Mark II. This is just such a pretty car. These crazy Vossens on it, massive carbon ceramic brakes, tons of matte carbon to complement the satin black paint on this car. You can see the EcoBoost motor back there, the twin turbo V6. And then next to it, a beautiful Lamborghini Diablo. I'm not sure exactly which year this is, but it's either a 5.7 or a 6-liter V12, capable of over 200 miles an hour, mated to what I believe is a 5-speed manual. Just such a pretty car. Very cool. So if you guys were going to have either one of these two, would you take the Diablo or would you take the Ford GT? Make sure to comment down below. Here we have a beautiful 992 GT3RS YSAC. This is just such a pretty car. Absolutely love the color combo on this. You have the gloss white with the carbon hood, carbon roof, and mirrors from the YSAC pack. The magnesium wheels. Ultra lightweight, and something I just noticed now, you have little access to the service bay back here in the same finish as you see on the wheels. Very pretty. You have the YSAC plate on there as well. What a beautiful car. Love this spec. Now here we have what I believe could arguably be the best spec 992 Touring that we have ever had at the show. I absolutely love this color. You have a beautiful metallic dark blue with a caramel or peanut butter interior on this car. God, this thing is pretty. Absolutely love it. You have the bronze wheels on there. Everything just ties so nicely. Love the silver window trim on this. All of the little accents on this car just pair so well together, and I love the color combo. Very nice. Whoever spec'd this did a superb job. Starting off the exotics row, we have a beautiful McLaren 600 LT with the factory roof scoop. Such a pretty spec on this car. It's almost like a voodoo kind of blue. It is just so stunning. I think every exterior carbon package on this car as well. You have the full rear bumper in carbon fiber, the whole roof, the MSO roof scoop, the side intakes, mirrors, fender vents, the front lip. I mean, every single piece of trim on this car is finished in exposed twill carbon. Absolutely love it. This roof scoop just makes this car look so aggressive. And then of course you have to have the P1 seats in there as well. Very nice. Now this is a 992 with a metric ton of money thrown at it. This is what I believe a 992 Turbo S cab with a full Tech Art kit on it. So let's have a look at this thing. The Tech Art kits are very over the top, but if done right, like I think this one is done right for the most part, it is a very cool car. You can see you have the little accents, the full Tech Art steering wheel, these massive fender replacements with the fender vents. This is almost similar like to the 991.2 GT3RS. Full carbon hood. You have this little carbon front bumper with the Tech Art inlay in there. Side skirt, side intake, wing, diffuser. I mean, every single piece of this car has been touched. These crazy wheels as well, which I think are a little over the top for my taste personally, but I think for the build it's pretty cohesive and works pretty nicely together, but very neat. What do you think this guy spent on this build? Comment down below. So here we have what I think is the ultimate daily driver Porsche RS car. This is the 718 Spider RS, and someone has spec'd this for comfort, in my opinion. So it's a non-YSAC, so you don't have the carbon hood or any of the carbon pieces. You have the comfort seats as well. So this is a car that has all of the kind of brute force and all the raw driving potential of an RS car, but it's something that you can daily drive. I mean, something you can hop in, cruise with, enjoy, drive with the top down, but it still makes, you know, around 500 horsepower. You have the 4-liter flat six in the rear. Tons of aero on this car. I mean, you see the fender vents, you see the functional DRL little surrounds and intercoolers there. all of the little like NACA ducts and everything on this car, the side intakes, the induction noise on this car is just wild. But love this car, love the spec on it. Someone's done a really, really good job with this. Has to be one of the craziest cars that we've ever had at Southwest Cars and Coffee, the Defender 6x6. If you thought the AMG 4x4 squared 6x6 was crazy, I think this tops it in my opinion. So cool. I really want to know a little bit more about this car, so we're going to let this guy park and then we're going to do a little interview with the owner.
So this incredible looking Defender is owned by this guy here called Holmes. You've been a Car of the Week winner before, mate, I think, with this particular.
Yeah, the first time we came, definitely.
And let's see how my memory is. Under the hood, I think it's running a supercharged LT4, am I correct? Yeah, let's come for a walk and talk about it. So, you built this to sell, correct? Is that the plan, or you built it?
Well, I don't know, right? You wait and see what happens. I built it as a 4-year build. It's a 1985, original 6x6. Landover built it for the military in South Africa.
That's right, yeah.
We found it in a fire station in South Africa. It obviously did not look like this. They were using it as a water truck because of the axle.
Yep.
Did Recaro seats, full rebuild. Did 37 Troubadour tires on it. Like I said, it was a labor of love. It was we were just trying to come up with what was the craziest thing we could build truck-wise. I
mean, it's insane. So you've got that LT4 in there, which is basically the same engine that's used in Camaros and Corvettes, supercharged, 6.2 litre. And then transmission, what are you running?
10-speed.
The same auto
transmission that comes with it's paired with it.
Yeah, so which is great as well. And in the back with the kids, how cool is this wooden back that you've got in here as well? I mean, it's a great vehicle because it's just fun, but it's still functional,
exactly.
Right?
That was the idea, that put the kids in the back and ride around and look at Christmas decorations or Halloween decorations. And so, we have a good time with it, and the kids love it. So it was a win-win all the way around.
I bet it gets a ton of looks too.
Yeah, a couple.
Well, it just looks so cool with these 6 wheels. Yeah. Well, make sure to go back if you like what you're seeing here. We have got this as a previous Car of the Week winner where we get into a whole lot more detail. But hey, mate, great to have you along, and thanks for bringing it out again.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having us.
Alrighty, don't forget that if you come and visit the guys at the Go Mobile Tyres van, these 2 guys here, come and see them. During the month of June, you will go into the draw to win yourself a set of Fittipaldi rims. The draw will be taking place on Saturday, the 5th of July. Just by signing up as well, not only do you go into the draw, you will get a discount off your first consultation from these guys as well. So if you need a set of tyres, you want a set of rims, you want to get a flat fix, whatever, and you don't want to sit around in a tyre shop, call the guys from Go Mobile Tyres. They'll come to you, make your life easier. This right here is one of my favourite cars as a regular to the show. It's a Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird, and it is such an iconic car. Look at the wing on the back of this thing. It's just so cool. And the beep beep, the Roadrunner horn. And that Hurst shifter in there with that pistol grip. This car is so great. And the big thing, the thing that really upset the competitors at NASCAR, that nose, that pointy nose on these things, which created aerodynamics that was unequaled. I just love this car. They are worth big bucks, and rightfully so, because, I mean, look at that, the stance, just the history, such a special car.
Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch, and my business is humongous. You would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been
how tough is this GMC truck? Slammed in the weeds on air ride under the hood. That is an LS.
They told me I'm the best, and I told them I ain't no turners. When I'm in your town, every ticket I sold.
Great engine, which is so
They
neat.
saying I'm the man, facts bro, lot of haters. Tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing, yo. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Still got the mainstream down here and underneath. Look at that
Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
It's just some great engineering. I mean, look at the detail in the hinges down over in here and here. The frame is absolutely magnificent. This is a great looking truck. There's some cool stuff through here actually. This 69 Camaro, nice looking wheels in here, really nice looking interior. And then this actually has the L2 engine in there. So that's a supercharged engine you would find in a GM6 Camaro. So that thing looks super tough. And coming over a little bit further, have a look at this Ford truck over here. It's actually running a big turbo on this LS engine under here. Aeromotive fuel system underneath here.
Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Massive turbo over there. And this patina look, very, very cool. I love the side on it. You can see the trays actually has been taken from a long bed to a short bed. And then over here, this is pretty cool. I walked up to this before. This is a 60s Mini. And as I'm walking up, because I confess I actually own a Mini of this era, but under the hood, this is not your typical Mini. Now, the first thing I noticed was they've done the right thing. Notice this rubber cover over the coil and the distributor. That's because the rain would come in through the front. The first thing would happen is you'd actually just stop. But what's so special about this is normally you would see a single SU carburetor sitting out the back through here. This thing has got a supercharger and a side draft Weber sitting up there. So I bet this thing is making a little bit of power, which is kind of cool. I don't know how they keep it cool because the radiator position on these things was a little challenging. It would actually, air would come through the front and then push its way out through the side of the wheel well. But I know I had overheating problems with mine, but great little car. Inside of it too, I don't know if you can see it, it's got some decent looking seat belts in there. Still got those same original buckets, but isn't this a great little car? And of course a Union Jack on the back. Very, very cool. Look at this little sleeper. This is GMC Typhoon. Under the hood, 4.3 litre turbo engine, and people don't know about these things. I mean, the Typhoon badge on the side is a giveaway, but they were a pretty quick little thing at the time. There were a few cars in this era when V8s were beginning to get sort of choked up with emissions. These 6-cylinder turbos came along and really sort of gave a bit of horsepower and torque back to cars that had been choked for so long. So great seeing something like this. Still looks pretty original too. Another one of my favorites of the show that's here regularly, this beautiful, beautiful El Dorado. The lines on it are so classic. I love these old Cadillacs. They just have lines like nothing else. I mean, just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing. The color's beautiful, the hubcaps are beautiful, the amount of detail in here. It's so funny, if you try to pull apart, for example, the grille, this is all individual pieces that make up that grille. It's not a casting, which is kind of cool. But Cadillacs used to be the vehicles that really set the stage for adding new technology into the automotive industry. Same as S-Class Mercedes used to. You know, some of the things like that magic eye they had on some of the vehicles to dip the headlights or electric seats, all kind of special. But I don't see Cadillac being that anymore. I think they've sort of shifted. But this era, I mean, look at that beautiful chrome work through there. And these beautiful seats. It's a pretty car. It's so big. I mean, look at the size of this thing. Stand back from it, and it's back level with the back of the part, hanging out about 3 feet in the front. And under the hood, thank you for doing that, sir. It's so clean underneath here as well. The twin air cleaners under here, which is just so many great things. Power steering, obviously, which, you know, wouldn't have been the most common thing at the day, and air conditioning as well. Once again, this would have been really, really special at the day. So I love these old cars. They're just absolutely wonderful. So many of my favorites out this week. This GTO being one of them. It's so super clean and so original. Just little things like the markings that you would see. Obviously it's restored, but the markings you would have seen when it left the factory, like the little OK stamp down there, and then the paint markings on there. This 455 high output motor, but little things like GM on the hoses over here and here. All the hoses, everything, the clamps and everything, all original on this car, is actually for sale at the moment. It's a good buy for somebody who wants it. But the whole story of it is here. Look at the beautiful red trim. I love the red on red with those Pontiac floor mats down underneath there. It's just a great looking car on every angle. Love the back of this thing as well. And then next to it, this wonderful 69 that belongs to Mike, one of the regulars, this Z28, this black with white rally stripe, rally wheels. Of course, got that 302 engine that was built specifically for the Z28, and then that wonderful houndstooth interior. I keep telling him, if you sell this car, let me know, because this is just I mean, look at that Rally Sport front end, which is just such a great looking front end. One of my favorite front ends of any car. Just wonderful.
Yeah.
Tough looking Mustang here running B-locks on the back with some Mickey Thompson drag radials. What caught my eye, obviously a big turbo, but what I don't understand what's going on under here. There's so much plumbing. I mean, you've got obviously areas of fuel breaking out in different areas, but what confuses me is it's running a 4 Innovations fuel system, which is what I run in my Camaro, but it's actually got 2 regulators. There's one pressure regulator there and one pressure regulator there. Interesting, just noticed the same thing over here. Big turbo again, 4 Innovations pressure regulator over there and one over here as well. So there's obviously something to do with running a single turbo on these Coyotes that's something I don't know about. So I caught these guys with these 2 Mustangs as they were leaving. The reason they have 2 fuel pressure regulators, they've got direct injection and they've got injection into the manifold. So a fuel system for each, pressure regulator for each. I'm glad we got that sorted.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air.
So I just came across this beautiful little Datsun 2069, I think you said. This is Vinny.
1969.
Mate, tell us about this car, because there's some special stuff that I didn't realise is actually from the factory going on under here.
Yeah, now the Nissan Motorsport catalog, you could get just about everything that you see through the catalog. Some cars came through Canada and other parts of Australia as the sports edition with the 150 horsepower, which would have the uprated B-cam.
Yep.
It would have the 44mm Solex Makuni carburetors and a special intake package. You could get different ratios of the 5-speed that came with all of the 2-liter cars.
Which, by the way, thinking about a 5-speed back in '69,
Big deal.
it was a big deal.
It was
It
a big
really
deal.
was.
I mean,
yeah.
Porsche came on their Model S for the 69 model with 5-speed, but all the other models were 4-speed and sub 100 horsepower cars, most of them. So this was 150 horsepower, and now this particular engine, we've done a full rotating assembly balance, so it's super smooth. I can rev it to about 8 grand. with no
Wow.
problem. It has a Tilton lightweight clutch and flywheel. It's a carbon Kevlar disc type clutch.
Yep.
And it has uprated 300ZX twin turbo front brakes.
What's the story about with the painting on the?
So a little ode to Japanese tradition. That's Sakura
Cherry blossom.
cherry blossoms.
Yep.
And I've got a little bit on the handbrake there too. I'll show you a little accent here that's kind of hard to see. but this stainless steel plate
Oh, yes.
has a kanji symbol right here that is stands for Zen, and this is like a engine turning of the ocean, and then this is sort of like a setting sun.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, so
Great little car. Well, thank you for sharing with us.
you. It's
Really
been a
cool.
pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent.
Car that I think is going to be one of the biggest collected cars in the years to come. This is a beautiful Z28 Camaro Gen 5. Easy to tell from the badge, but there's some other interesting things about this car. The regular SS came with a 20-inch wheel. These are actually a 19-inch wheel on this thing. The other cool thing is notice they've got carbon ceramic brakes in there as well. Wheel flares too. The other interesting thing they did on this car was they actually made the glass thinner to save weight on this. They got away from the magnetic ride suspension that they actually had on the ZL1 because this was more track focused. In fact, you could order it without a radio, or maybe you had to option it with a radio, I can't remember. But there were a whole lot of things that made this car, and the same with air conditioning. You could get it without air conditioning, and then of course you could obviously get that as well. But these cars are going to go up and up and up in value because they are so track focused, because they're a limited production. Oh, and by the way, they have the holy grail of naturally aspirated LS. They had an LS7 in them as well, which is just such a great engine. Obviously also used in the C6 Corvette, and I mean, this thing looks so good. It's so clean. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. This is not your average car show attendee. Have a look at this thing. This is absolutely insane. Obviously a big military truck. Turbo under there, so it's at the right place. Look at this thing, absolutely huge. Wow, the size of the tyres on it. Running Michelin's as well, which is pretty cool. Check this out. We got Evos through here, Evos through over there. You know, I think one of the greatest crimes that the head of Mitsubishi did was to can the Evo project. You know, it didn't just affect them and the people who were fans. It also affected people who were fans of WRX, because that was the thing that was keeping the WRX competitive. That was the thing that made Subaru push and push to be as quick as these guys. Look, another row of them through here as well. Great to see. These guys are a club. They reached out to us and let us know they were coming. Remember, if you want to come into South Sea Cars and Coffee with your club, let us know in advance. We'll bring you in early, get you a good park. There's some great work underneath these. Look at this. I mean, look at the detail underneath here. Very, very cool. And over here, the plumbing that's through here. Very nice. Great work. Great little cars. It was so sad when they killed them. Little things about Evos, like the aero on the roof, the aero back here. Just so iconic, you know. Look at this. Just great little cars. Let's come over and check some of these out as well.
That is it for a very windy South Sea Cars Coffee this morning. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Please remember, if you are attending the event, respect our rules. No revving, no speeding, no burnouts. That includes on the property, driving through the streets of San Clemente, then getting on off those freeways. I want to say a massive thank you to all the sponsors. We have the brackets here. We're marketing, autoparts.com, Spark AI, Maguire's, Mazda, Nexel Auto Protection, iAccident Lawyers, Josh the Auto Buyer, Rivian, Go Mobile Tire, Sierra Ineos Grenadier, Hillbank Motor Corporation, then Magnaflow and Camberg as well. Also want to say a massive thank you to all the volunteers that help us put on this event each and every week. We could not do it without you guys. Remember, if you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. So we handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of our hats, hoodies, t-shirts, lanyards, stickers, everything you guys could possibly want from South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. If you are volunteering, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, and then Ruby's Anna provides a free coffee and donut for everyone helping us out.
Yeah, massive thank you to Ruby's for doing that. And also to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. Remember, if you need to do any shopping, go to the movies, or whatever, go to the outlets, tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you guys.